Hello, my name is Bally. Some of you have already met me, Bally Binning, and I recently certified as a performance coach and at the early stages of launching my business. I have a few clients. It's very early. I'm here sharing my insights as I go through launching my own business. So for the purpose of this clip, I'm going to be talking a little bit about something that I learned. It's taken me a few months to do this, is to think carefully about the personas, the people that I want to be serving. So I created these personas. I've called them avatars. Perhaps some of you who are new to this have done something similar. Some of you are starting out, something that you'll be thinking about as you go through this journey of like, who is it that I want to serve? And for those of you who've been serving, lots and lots of people have, you're already there. So please do share that with us as well. Why do this? So one of the things that I found through marketing, I felt that I wanted to serve everybody. So, as a coach, you perhaps can relate to this, that we have these huge hearts and we want to give and we want to serve as many people as we can. The reality is that's not possible. And how will you get and reach those people we want to reach through our marketing, our communication to them? So I learned this, gone round in circles, and I created my 5 avatars, personas. And how did I do this? So I'm going to talk through how I went and started doing this, and then I'll give you an example of one of my avatars, my personas, if you like. I started thinking carefully about the psychodemographics, the people that I want to work with. So you may already know who you want to work with. You may do what I did, was serve quite a few and then identify who I bring the most value to. So there are different ways around it, but you will know. Now, this is key in working on this. And of course, as I go through my journey, I'll share how this has progressed and how I've managed to reach these individuals. So I started looking at the demographics, so looking at their behavior. Where do they spend their time when they are not at work? What do they do? Where do they hang out? Where do they go on holiday? Where do they eat out? If they eat out. Other hobbies, travel, magazines they read, cultural events, activities, that type of thing. So these are just some examples, and started researching and looking into this. And I'm going to mention one example. And what I've done with this specific example is I have 5, and I've kept 5 so that I know that these are people that I'm talking to when I'm thinking about my marketing. Will this be something that they will resonate with? Does this speak to them? Does it speak in their language? Basically, that's what I'm looking at doing. So with regards to my avatar, I've noted these down, and as I go through these, I'll share them and just say a few, and I'll keep this very short, by the way, and the others can be followed up should you be interested. So my person is someone called Amy. They're an accountant. Background is that they trained as an accountant in Delhi, India, and moved to Canada and retrained at the new company where they're now based. Started at an accountancy firm, as I've just said, married 5 years ago, and their husband is supportive. Now, demographics, so I've noted each of my avatars, I've noted them in terms of who they are, demographics, goals. I've also then put challenges, common objectives. I've also looked at hobbies. So with regards to this specific person, the person I'm mentioning here, Amy, remember it's all made up. Amy moved from and trained in Delhi and moved to Canada some years back. She's female, of course, here, as I mentioned, and age 30, annual income 55K, lives in the suburbs in British Columbia. Her goals, the route of accountancy was mainly due to the family wanting her to get into accountancy, and there was lots of pressure around that. She's looking for an alternative career now that she is in Canada and can pursue that. And she's always wanted to do marketing, get into marketing. Now, her challenges is that one of her challenges is that she's unhappy in her current position. She got into that role because that's what her family wanted. And to on top of that, it's not what she wanted, but she's not happy. The culture and the business, it's almost like everything is not working for her. It's not what she wants to do. It doesn't align with her own expectations of what she wanted. So the company culture is not right. She feels that people are making fun of her as well. And she'd like to explore her options. Basically, how can she get into marketing? Her husband is extremely supportive. And one of the objections is that her neighbor who is close to her, although she doesn't have many friends, she's new to the area or the country as well, is that the neighbor is, they've befriended, and the neighbor suggested that she could explore this with a coach. So, but her objection is, I've never worked with a coach. I don't know what that's like. Biggest fear is that this could help you as well, thinking about what are their biggest fears, is what will the family think of her wanting to explore a new route? So these are cultural pressures that she's thinking of, that's what she's kind of fearful of, like what other people think. There's also pressure to have children. She's 30, so there's a lot of that going on. And she said one of her regrets would be not to pursue what she loves and what has always wanted to do. Her hobbies are, she loves Indian movies, she loves reading gloss mags, she says, and travel, and wants to explore different cultures, different cuisines. So that's one of her passions. So that, in summary, is an example of my avatar, my persona, the person that I will be reaching out to when I start writing my marketing materials. As I said, this is early days. I'm starting out, and I would love to hear from you how you're getting on with this journey. And please reach out if you would like to see those examples. I've written those out and I'm happy to share them. Like I said, I've given them names. You may even have descriptions like what they look like, their hair. Thank you very much, and happy coaching. Speak to you soon. Bye.